See this thing? I'm getting this out. I'm sick of this clip thing buzzing when I'm trying to talk. And I'm recording it right now on it. And it might be buzzing right now for all I fucking know. But this thing never failed me in the car. And I'm going to do both of them and we'll see. Because I filmed this like 3 times. And I'm tired of filming it. And I feel like I'm doing you all a disservice because I'm not able to get the video up. Or, you know, I mean, not that it's anything exciting, but it's what I have to offer at the moment. So, I mean, it's just like frustrating when I got to put the video together and it's like, well, it's trash because you can't even hear anything. So, I'm going to film with both of them, like I said. Fuck it. And then this thing won't come on now. What the hell's going on? Did I put the batteries in wrong? Yeah, I think I did. Alright. Headed to work. Work's been a freaking clusterfuck for the last who knows how long. And, I'm getting burned out. So, we're gonna go in today and hopefully not blow our stack at somebody that's breathing down my neck and when it's not even my fault. I don't care about the time and the tones and the shit. Come on, yes. Evidently I haven't had batteries in this thing for a while. Alright. Fuck it. The quality ain't as good on this, but you know, what are you gonna do? I ought to split screen it and have 2 of me on there at the same time. That would be pretty funny. But anyway, I'm running late for work as well. That's nice. I don't care. Fuck them. I had a real shit day yesterday, so I'm not in the best mood to want to go in there and be around everything again today. Yeah. So yeah. So this thing never failed me in the car. So and what's funny is the topic is not even that. I don't know. It's interesting to me. At least it has been last week, but I'm starting to get myself burned out on it. But about a week or so ago on my Facebook page, which I do have a Facebook page like most everybody else in the world, sometimes I just post random shit on there, and it's mainly my family. I mean, it's not like 95% my family, a couple of old friends, and a few YouTubers that I've known over the years, like Vidium and Vampire Mike and Mitch Hall, that I knew my real name, my full name and stuff, and then when I got on there, I either looked them up or they looked me up, you know, kind of deal. And so there's probably about 5 or 6 guys that are friended to me on there, but really I keep my YouTube thing separate from my Facebook thing, and I don't have like a group page or make another page for that kind of stuff because I don't care. I mean, I'm not on Twitch, you know, I'm not doing all this shit, you know, I'm not streaming live, I'm not doing, because it's just, you know, leave that for the other folks. This is my my shit show here. So anyway, on my Facebook page, you know, I'll post random thoughts. Sometimes a lot of it's about TV shows or old nostalgia things. So I posted something the other week about I got to get something off my chest, you know, like something was bothering me, and then I said, you know, I used to like Creed is what I said, and I meant the band, but it was funny because Christopher with Numbers actually is friended to me, and he's like, Creed the cologne or the band, or and I go the band, you know. And actually, to be fair, they still have some good songs in my opinion. I didn't really ever get into the band itself or any of their problems or issues or, you know, egos, whatever the hell, you know. But there were some good songs in there when over the years they were together. And so I was like, I'll throw this out there, because people always seem to poke fun at bands like Creed, Nickelback, and stuff, and they're quality enough. I mean, it just depends on what your tastes run. Mine run a little heavier, but or classic rock, but that's just me. So anyway, I posted this post last week, toward the end of the week, about I said, I've got a shameful admission, you know, and I was like, making another kind of big deal, and I was like, I've never beaten Mike Tyson in Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I was like, I've never even come close to beating him, and I knocked him down one time. I remember knocking him down one time. I may have knocked him down twice, but I never came close to a point decision or a TKO. So I was like, I never even came close. I knocked him down one time, and that was like my own personal victory, so I guess that was good enough. And, you know, a couple people wrote back, and they're like, you know, commented and left a comment. My old roommate left a comment saying that he goes, I got him. And I go, because Jake was not a huge video gamer when I knew him. He may have been when he was a little younger, the Nintendo era, possibly. But he mainly just played sports games. And to be fair, Mike Tyson does a sports game. So I was like, I go, you beat him? And he goes, yeah, I could. He goes, I couldn't do it now, I guess, but I did when I was a kid. And I was like, oh, yeah? I go, well, that's awesome, man. And he goes, once beaten, always beaten, you know, kind of deal. Like, that's how I feel about Super Mario Bros. 3 or Ninja Gaiden. I beat it once, so once beaten, always beaten. I don't got to do it again, you know. So, anyway, I went online just to look up, maybe, like on YouTube, some strategies on how to beat him, how to beat Mike Tyson. Not really thinking much of what I would come up with when I typed in, you know, Mike Tyson knockdowns or whatever, or getting past Mike Tyson. You know, I don't remember what I typed into the search bar, but some videos came up, and I clicked on one or two, and what I realized is they were like speed run videos, and I really wasn't paying much attention because I don't know all the little shortcut lingo things, like WR, I guess, means world record, you know, that kind of thing. I wasn't thinking when I saw that about it, and I clicked on this one video, and it was like a world record video or something, and I didn't really realize it. I just thought it was showing how to knock him down. I was like, this is way too precise for me to be able to do this type of actions. I couldn't even beat him like normal, let alone trying to land these precise 16th of a second certain hits in order to knock him down as quickly as possible and all this stuff. And I was like, man, I don't know about this. But what was unbeknownst to me is the guy whose video I clicked on is the world record holder for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out fastest knockdown, and his name is Summoning Salt. But out to the side of the video, there were a bunch of other videos that he has done, basically, you know, kind of documentary style, like, you know, the world record progression of Super Mario Brothers, the world record progression of Zelda, you know, and he's got about 18 or 20 on there, and it looks like the last one he did was a month or two ago. But I really didn't put together in the moment that this dude was the world record holder for Mike Tyson's Punch-Out. I just started to watch his video, and it said WR and whatever, and I didn't know that. And then he has other videos out to the side, and one of them was about Metroid and Super Metroid, and those are some of my favorite games. So I clicked on one of those, and this is where my question comes to you all. Are you into the speedrunning thing, the speedrun scene, or do you do speedruns? I never really thought about it, and after watch, I found it really fascinating because I've never paid attention to it really, about some of it.
about some of the tricks and preciseness and stuff you got to do to shave the time off. But then there's these glitches that are exploited, and there's all different categories of how you beat it. You know, glitchless beat, you know, death warp beat, da-da-da. And there's all these terminology things. But after I watched this dude's video, I kind of figured out some of what these terms were. You know, he's talking about how back in 2004, people were sending their videos in on VHS and da-da-da-da-da, and how over time people started streaming their attempts on Twitch, so they're captured live, and, you know, there's no disputing that it was real and not a spliced together attempt or this or that, you know, kind of deal. And, you know, I ended up actually watching a couple of videos on people that were doing videos about cheaters who had gotten caught faking videos. And I watched this one by this guy named Apollo Legend, where he's talking about 10 cheaters that got caught. And then he actually made a fake Ocarina of Time video and went into like some audio tools thing and stuff and really worked on it, and then sent it in to them to see if they would call it out as a fake. And the first one he did, they go, it looks a little sketchy, and it might be fake, and if you really got this time, somebody of your caliber ought to easily be able to submit another video close to this, because he was a new account. It was his first video that he was trying to submit. And why is everybody driving so slowly this morning? And anyway, so he put together a second video, but the second one, I guess one of the audio channels went out in the first one, so he had to do some weird thing with it. But the second time he recorded it, he did, you know, got good audio all the way through and everything, and did the same thing and made the time just a little bit higher, like 20 seconds or something, and they actually approved his video. So he was trying to prove the point that there might be a lot of fake videos out there, and that's why I think the Twitch thing is good. But some games, you know, for the speed runs are 4 hours or something. I mean, it's like, to sit and play something for 4 hours straight for one run, you know, live is quite a deal, you know. But I guess even if you're playing it offline, it would be the same thing, though, wouldn't it? So, I mean, I don't know. That's why I would run classic games that are shorter that you could get through in world record time of 20 seconds or not 20 seconds, you know, 20 minutes or less. Or, you know, I think some of the 8-bit games like Metroid, the times are like 10 minutes or 8 minutes or some bullshit. I don't even remember at this point, because I watched so much of it. I watched all this dude's videos. They were like 20 to 30 minute videos on a variety of different games. I'm hoping he does a couple other games, because I'd be interested to see it. But I have no desire to go watch people do speed runs on Twitch or watch people try to get world records. I don't really care about that. I just found the whole thing interesting about how people did this and devoted so much time and practice and grinding on these games to beating them. I mean, I think one of the guys is talking about, I forget what game it was. It might have been Super Mario 64. 13,000 runs he did over the course of the amount of times he was submitting speedrun videos or whatever. I mean, just, there's no way. If I loved a game enough that I would be willing to do that, I wouldn't do it to it. Because if I did, I would feel like I would ruin the game. I would break it for me. I would no longer love it. I would be grinding it and just doing what I'm, you know, I don't know. So suffice it to say, speedrunning is not something that I ever thought of even looking into, and I find the whole documentary thing kind of interesting about how it progressed, and this guy took it from this guy, and how fast certain records were turned, and how, you know, long it took for certain records to be turned. And, you know, so I don't know. But I was curious if any of you all submitted speedrun videos or streamed speedruns on Twitch or anything. I don't know if any of you guys do offhand, and I've never really seen it mentioned in my subscriptions feeds with the guys I'm subscribed to, because I've always been more of a collector anyway, as opposed to a gamer. So, you know, maybe I'm just not subbed to the type of guys that would be doing that. So I don't know, but I just wondered if you found it interesting, maybe if you were doing it or actively doing it or have done it, and if you ever got any thing of note, you know, maybe not a world record, but a personal best or whatever. I just don't think about games like that. The only game that I even have posted like a full run of on my on my channel is Rygar, and it's not a speed run. It's just me playing through it the way I would if I played through it for fun. And you know, I think that I start over like 2 minutes into the video or a minute into the video, and I just hit reset and start over from the beginning again. So I mean, if this is a speed run, of course I would trim that off the beginning because it wouldn't be part of it. And you know, I mean, it's just like, and I died a couple times, and you know, it just wasn't a speed run. But I finished it in under an hour though, and so I was happy with that. I was I guess I was impressed with myself that I beat it in under an hour, considering I hadn't really played it in years. So, I mean, what I'm thinking I'm going to do, and I've said this time and time again, but I'm finally going to do it for this one game. I'm going to do a complete playthrough of Wizards and Warriors for the 8-bit. And whether people watch it or not, it's up to them. I never thought people would watch that Rygar video, and actually, it's one of my more regularly commented and viewed videos over time. And so, I don't know. I'd like to do a Wizards and Warriors one. I don't know that I'll do it in the same way that I did Rygar, because at the moment, I don't really remember Wizards and Warriors, everything about it that well, because there's a lot of treasure chests that have items in them that are scattered about, and I don't remember what's in what chest at this point. So I really need to kind of play through it a time or two and then record it. And I might still end up doing it kind of segmented, and it wouldn't be a speed run. I just want to get a complete run of the game up because I love the game. And I don't know, but what happened was I ended up clicking on the world record. He had one of those videos, documentary style videos about Mike Tyson. I think it was one of the first ones he did, and he is the current record holder. So I didn't really put it together because it was like the 7th or 8th video of his that I watched. And like I said, I had clicked on the WR video, but I really didn't understand it. And then I went and was watching this progression video, and then about, I don't know, a little ways in, he's talking about how he and some other guy were trading the world record back and forth. And I was like, whoa, hold on. You were speedrunning this game for the world record, and you got the world record several times? I was like, damn, that's pretty impressive. And then the video went on, and it turned out that at least through the end of that video, and from what I checked after I saw the video in the past week, he is still the current record holder of 2 minutes and like 5 seconds and then like blah 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 on this game. And so he is the current world record holder, and I was like, damn, because I kind of found it on accident. So anyway, I'm getting close to work, and I'm running late today because everybody's been driving really fucking slow, and I kind of got a late start out the door. So I'm gonna sign off before I get to the front of the office so we can go right in. So thanks for coming by, folks. I filmed this with the old Flipster and the other one. If the other one's buzzing like hell, I'm going to use the flip cam. And if they're both working, I might do a split screen thing, like I said, just for the fuck of it. Put myself down in the corner, kind of talking in stereo. No, I won't play the audio in stereo. I'll just do the lip sync on the video or whatever. So, anyway, I probably won't even do that at this point, so fuck it. Alright, I'll talk to you later. Thanks for coming by, and putting up with this bullshit. But I'd hate to have to start using the flip cam again, because the quality's not quite as good. But, you know, who cares? I think you guys listen to these car videos more than you watch them.